Hello, one and all present here. This is Amit Kumar Singh, and welcome to my session on international financial management. I hope you have seen all my previous video, and I hope this all is proved to be very beneficial for your Bangalore University IFM exam preparation. Not about Bangalore University people, all other students who belongs to any university, more or less the finance portion is same in all universities. So all the students who are preparing for IFM paper, either they're in BA or MCOM or either they belongs to any universities, what important here is the logic. And if we stay with the logic, the things will remain the same. So questions can change. So in this session, what I'm going to do for you, in this session, I'm going to discuss the problems on covered interest rate arbitrage problem. That is one of the very common problem in IFM paper. You can see this problem. This problem has came for 10 marks. This problem has came for 10 marks, and usually more or less in every university every year you will definitely will get a problem on covered interest rate arbitrage. So you can read this problem and then we'll try to solve this problem. There's a UK firm is there. It has purchased 5,000 pound worth of perfume, which is equal to 5650 euro. Okay, so with that you can find the exchange rate between euro and pound. So 5,000 pound is equal to 5650 euro. So 1 pound is equal to 5650 divided by 5,000. That will come around 1.13. So you can say that 1 pound is equal to 1.13 euro. Okay, the distributor must make the payment in 90 days in euro. The following quotation and expectation exists for euro. So this exchange rate is given to you. Here you can see the term of euro, every data is given. So sorry, in the term of pound data is given. So the present exchange rate is 0.7692 euro. I hope you can understand that pound is stronger currency than euro. So here they're given the data in the term of pound. So definitely that would be less than one. So you can see the present spot rate. You can see the 90 days forward rate. You can see the UK interest rate that is given and Europe interest rate. So don't get confused with UK and Europe. I hope you know about European Union. So all the countries within the European Union they follow euro as their domestic currency. So Europe interest rate, understand they are talking about those European Union countries. Okay, because many people will think geographically then UK is the part of Europe only. Anyway, jokes apart. So your expectation of spot rate after 90 days is given to you. So what is the premium or discount for the on the forward euro? What is the interest rate? IRD matlab interest rate differential between UK and Europe. What is the incentive for CIA? CIA means CIA is not that CIA for which the people are fighting in India around. So that is CA. No? Okay, fine. Anyway, this is CIA. CIA here means covered interest rate arbitrage. Okay, so when we understand the relationship between exchange rate and interest rate, so we have studied a formula. We have studied a formula so that the forward rate, whatever you can determine, that forward rate is equal to so end day forward rate. So end day forward rate is equal to spot rate plus uh, spot rate plus spot rate by 360 by n. Okay, then this is 1 plus interest rate in A country divided by 1 plus interest rate in B country minus 1. There, whenever we determine the exchange rate, we always determine the exchange rate as 1 unit of B currency, 1 unit of B currency is equal to how many units of A currency, how many units of A currency, how many units of A currency. Okay, and here, like for example, still if you do not understand, if I write $1 is equal to 45 rupees, so the country A is India and country B is USA. Okay, fine. So you know the relationship between forward rate and spot rate. So forward rate is actually determined based upon the interest rate differential between the two countries. Okay, so so this is the mathematical formula for that. But going further, if you want to find the interest rate differential between two countries. If you want to find the interest rate differential between two countries, if you want to find the interest rate differential between the two countries, if you want to work on interest rate differential between the two countries, so the interest rate differential percentage, interest rate differential percentage, that is equal to 1 plus interest rate in country B, 1 plus interest rate in country A divided by 1 plus interest rate in country B minus 1 into 100. You want in percentage form. Okay, now here you can see that here is the exchange rate is given 1 euro is equal to this much pound. So here the exchange rate is given 1 euro. You can see 1 euro is equal to some pound is given. So that pound doesn't matter how much pound, because I want interest rate difference. So 1 euro is 0.7692 pound. So 1 euro is equal to 0.76. 1 euro is equal to 0.7692 pound. That is given to you. So here what that means? So the what is country A? Country A, here the country A is UK, or what is country B? Country B is European Union. Okay. So in this problem, if they are asking, what is interest rate differential between UK and Europe? So you'll take the interest rate of UK divided by interest rate of Europe. Okay, minus one. So here, what is the interest rate differential? So the interest rate differential, if you want between them, so the interest rate differential between UK and Europe, that is 1 plus 15% minus 1 plus 10% minus 1 into 100. So interest rate differential, that is equal to 1.15 divided by 1.1 minus 1 into 100. Okay. So if you want to find this value, you can find this value by using calculator, or you can use Excel for that. So this is 1.15 divided by 1.1. So this will give you this minus 1. So you get 4.54. This is 4.54%. So this is interest rate differential is 4.54%. So this is 4.54%. So what is the okay, first question was what is the premium discount on forward euro? So you can do that premium discount calculation also. So spot rate, this is the, you want premium discount calculation. So if you want the premium or discount percentage, so you can see that see that since the 90-day forward rate is more than the spot rate, since the 90-day forward rate is more than the spot rate, so the forward rate is at premium. The forward rate is at premium. So forward rate premium percentage. The forward rate premium percentage would be forward rate minus spot rate divided by spot rate into 12 by m. M means month into 100, or 360 by n. N means days. You can do anything. So forward rate premium percentage. So the forward rate premium percentage, that is equal to 0.7692. Sorry, 0.78 0.7892 minus 0.7692 divided by 0.7692 into 12 by 3 into 100. So this will give you this value called forward rate premium percentage. This is equal to 0.02 divided by 0.7692 into 400. Okay. So 0.02 into 400, 0.02 into 400 is 8 divided by is divided by 0.7692. 0.7692. So that is giving you 10.4004. So for forward rate premium percentage is 10.004%. So you got the forward rate premium percentage, that is 10.4004. 10.4004. This is 10.4004. This is 10.4004%. So you got this forward rate premium percentage. Okay, fine. So once you got the forward rate premium percentage, so they ask you what is the premium discount in forward euro. Next thing they ask you what is the interest rate differential between UK and euro. Then is there any incentive for CIA? So how will you determine incentive for CIA means possibility of arbitration. Uh, so so the next thing they're asking you the incentive for CIA. Incentive for CIA means incentive for CIA means covered interest rate arbitrage. That means they're asking you possibility of arbitration. Possibility of arbitration. So is any arbitration possibility is there or not? So whenever you need to work on possibility of arbitration, so it is possible. It is possible only when when the interest rate differential. It is possible only when the interest rate differential between two countries. Interest rate differential between the two countries. Interest rate differential between the two countries is not equal to the forward rate premium or discount percentage. Premium forward rate premium or discount percentage. So whenever you're working on the whenever you're working on the possibility of arbitration, that is possible only when the interest rate differential between the two countries is not equal to the forward rate premium or discount percentage. Okay. So so that talks about the incentive for covered interest rate arbitrage. That is possible only when the interest rate differential between two countries is not equal to the forward rate premium or discount percentage. So let's see that. So what is the interest rate differential between two countries? That how much you got the interest rate differential between two countries? That is 4.54%. Interest rate differential between two countries, that is 4.54%. And interest rate differential and forward rate premium discount percent is 10.4004. So 10.4004. You can see that now since the interest rate differential since the interest rate differential between two countries since the interest rate differential between two countries is not equal to the forward rate premium or discount percentage, since the interest rate differential between two countries is not equal to the forward rate premium or discount percentage. So it means there is a possibility of arbitration. So it means there is a possibility of arbitration. It means there is a possibility of arbitration. So it means there is a possibility of arbitration. Since the interest rate differential between two countries is not equal to the forward rate premium discount percentage, so it means there's a possibility of arbitration. Okay, so in order to work on arbitration, in order to work on arbitration, we will we will we will create what we'll do. We'll create two scenarios. Scenario one. What is scenario one? Borrow in UK and invest in borrow in UK and invest in European Union. That is the one scenario. And the scenario two is borrow in European Union and invest in UK. Borrow in European Union and invest in UK. So we'll see out of these two scenarios which scenario can work. Whichever scenario will work, will go with that scenario. Okay, so we'll see which scenario works here. So the incentive for arbitration, which scenario works. So we'll see both the scenario one by one. So only one scenario will work out of both. Okay, it's not like both scenario can work. Either the scenario one will work or either the scenario two will work. So we need to see the possibility of which scenarios is working here. Okay, so they are mutually exclusive. Both cannot happen. Okay, so if there is a possibility of arbitration, definitely one scenario will. Okay, so how the arbitrator can take advantage is assuming the arbitrator is willing to buy 5,000 pound or 5650 euro. Okay, and there's no transaction cost. Okay, so we'll see both the scenarios. So that is what is given. So we'll see both the scenario. Which scenario is working here? So we'll see both the scenarios. So for scenario one. So we'll see the both. Scenario one, if I see, that is borrow UK and invest in European Union. Scenario one is borrow in UK and invest, borrow in UK and invest, borrow in UK and invest in European Union. Okay. So how much can I borrow? That is also given. So assume I have borrowed. Assume I have borrowed. Okay, how much? 5,000 pound GBP. I'm writing Great Britain pound from Europe, from UK bank at the rate of how much interest rate I need to pay. So UK, that's 15% at the rate of 15% per annum. Okay, so the interest 15% per annum for 90 days. This much I borrow. So interest on the borrowing would be how much? So the interest on borrowing would be how much? That is 5,000 GBP, 15%. So 90 days. 90 means 90 divided by 360. 3 months. So here we assume 1 year means 360 days. So 90 days, 90 divided by 360. So if you do it 0, 0, 0, 0, this is 1 by 4. This is 1 by 4. Okay, so this is 1 by 4. So this is 50 into 15 into 9 by 4. And this is given like 50 into 15 into that is 9 by 4. That is 1 by 4. That is 1 by 4. This is 15. This is 15. And this 90 by 360 means 1 by 4. So this is 25 by 2. What is 15 into 25? That is 375 by 2. So how much you get? 187.5. So 187.5 GBP. This much is the interest you need to pay. Okay, this is the interest you need to pay. 5,000. So 5,000 0.15. Okay, into 187.5. Okay, so this is the interest you need to pay. So the amount which you need to pay back to the UK bank after 90 days, amount which you need to pay back, the amount which you need to pay back after 90 days, after 90 days. Who's borrowing? I or you? Acha, I am borrowing. So amount which I need to pay back. The amount which I need to pay back after 90 days, that is equal to how much? On 5,000, interest rate is 187.5. I need to pay back 5187.5 GBP. So this much is the amount I need to pay back to the UK bank after 90 days. Okay, so I hope you understand. So if I'm working on arbitration, I need to make sure that I should get back more than 5187.5 GBP. So now the 5,000 GBP which was borrowed from the UK bank, from the UK bank which is borrowed from UK bank. So now the 5,000 GBP which was borrowed from UK bank is converted into euro, and then it will be invested in Europe, and then it will be invested in European Union for 90 days. Then it will be invested in European Union for 90 days. Okay. So the present spot rate, you can see the present spot rate. The present spot rate is equal to. So the present spot rate is equal to 1 euro is 0.7698 pound. 1 euro is equal to 0.769 0.7692 pound. So 1 euro is equal to 0.7692 pound. Okay, so 5,000 GBP is equal to how much euro? That will be 5,000 divided by 0.769. That is equal to 5,000 divided by 0.7692. That is 6,500.26. 6,500. 6,500. 6,500.26. 6,500.26 euro. Okay. Now 6,500.26 euro will be invested in USA, will be invested in European Union, will be invested in European Union for 90 days, will be invested in European Union for 90 days at the rate of, what is the rate of interest? 10% in European Union. 10% at the rate of 10% per annum. So the interest on borrowing, the interest on deposit on borrowing is investing. That is 6,500.26 into 90 divided by 360 into 10 divided by 100. So 6,500.26 divided by 4 into 1 by 10. So divide by 4 into 1 by 10 if you do. So this is 1, 25, 6 are 24, 1, 10 are 2, 20, 20 means 5 are. Then 0, 0 means 0, 6, 0, 6, 5. So that is will give you 126.5065. So now the amount, received from investment. So the amount received from investment, that is equal to how much? That is 5. How much was the amount? That was 6,500.26. 6,500, that was your principal. On this you get an interest of 162.5065. 662.767. 662.767. That is euro. Now the euro received from the European Union Bank will be converted into pound. Now the euro received from the UK bank will be converted into pound. At what rate? At the 90-day expectation of 90-day rate. One return. Okay, now the euro what you receive, now the euro what you receive from the UK bank will be converted into pound. So you can see the exchange rate. So don't consider the 90-day spot rate. So what we'll do, when this investment what we did, whatever the amount what you receive, whatever the amount what you receive in euro, so what you will do, so at what exchange rate will you do, so you will, because this is covered rate, covered interest rate arbitrage, so you are covering your risk by taking position in derivative market. So you are taking position that is covered interest rate arbitrage, while in the case of uncovered interest rate arbitrage, we believe on no hedging. So we believe on no hedging, and we'll see uh, that uncovered interest arbitrage means you will not take any position, and you'll see what can happen based upon the interest rate differential. You'll take decision that will the forward rate will be more than spot rate or not. So based upon that, you can see your exporter or importer, and if you see that you are getting benefit from that momentum, so you'll not take position in derivative market. You will not try to cover your risk. Derivative market, taking counter position is all about hedging your risk. So in the case of uncovered interest rate arbitrage, you will not hedge your risk. Okay. So what you will do, now the euro what you see from the European Union Bank, that will convert into pound at what exchange rate? So at what exchange rate? That is 0.7892. That is equal to 0.7892 pound per euro. So 1 euro is equal to this much pound. So 6662.767 is equal to how much pound? Is equal to 662.767 into 0.7892. 5258.254 pound. And how much amount you need to pay back? So this is the point which is important, that will decide is there any possibility of arbitration or not. So the amount what you need to pay back is 5187.5 pound. 5187. The amount what I need to pay back. So the amount which need to pay back, need to pay back, and to the UK bank, that is equal to 5258.255 minus 5187.5. 5187.5. The amount what I need to pay back is just 5187.5 GBP. So that means you are receiving more than what you need to pay. So this is the difference is your arbitration gain. The difference is your arbitration gain. Hello, hello. 5187.5. 70.755. 70.75. 333. This is arbitration gain. That is in GBP, no? That is in GBP. Great Britain pound. So guys, I hope you are understanding. So the amount which I need to pay back, the amount which I need to pay back to the UK bank. So the amount which I need to pay back to the UK bank is 5187.5 GBP. Now, if you see this, from this investment, how much euro you are getting, sorry, how much GBP you are getting at the end. So you converted you converted your pound into GBP, and you invested there. And you earn certain value on investment. And then when you convert that, then when you convert that then when you are converting into the home currency, you are getting arbitration gain because of that reason. So here, this is the amount which I need to pay to the UK bank, that is 5187.5. So the amount which I need to pay back to the UK bank is 5187.5. This is the amount which I need to pay back, but the amount what I'm getting from the investment is 528355. So I believe here there's a possibility of arbitration, and this much would be your arbitration gain here. Okay. Now here whenever you do conversion, here whenever you doing conversion and all, so here I'm assuming there's no transaction cost. Here I'm assuming no transaction cost. Here I'm assuming no transaction cost. Okay, no inter-country currency barrier. Here I'm assuming no transaction cost, because there's no transaction cost. So whatever is the exchange rate, on that the transaction will happen. Now you can see from this problem that there were two possibilities of arbitration. We did not know which possibility will work. This is scenario one, that is borrow in UK and invest in European Union. So that worked here. While if you work on second scenario, that will not work. So that also you can try. Okay, scenario two, if you want, you can try scenario two, but that will not work in this case. Okay, and then you can prove that you got the answer, because arbitration will only work on one way. It can't be possible both the way. Okay, so please be clear with that part. If you want, you can try this once, everyone. Borrow in European Union and invest in UK. Do this part and prove that that arbitration is not possible there. So if you see here I'm lucky that I tried the scenario one and I got the arbitration value. Okay, so if you try scenario two, you will not get the arbitration. If you want, I can do that, but no need of doing that in exam and all. Just for the basic knowledge, I'm doing it. Okay. So scenario two, if I talk about scenario two, if I talk about scenario two, if I talk about scenario two, that is borrow in that is mm, that is borrow in what? Borrow in UK, borrow in European Union and invest in UK. This will not work here. Invest in UK. So what you can do? So how much you can borrow? Assume that. Assume that. Assume that I'm borrowing. Assume that I'm borrowing. Assume that I'm borrowing how much? 5650. 5650 euro. Assume that I'm borrowing 5650 euro from European Union from European Union for 90 days. For 90 days, and what is the exchange rate? 10% per annum. at the interest rate of 10% per annum. Okay, what is the 90 days? So so 10% for 90 days. I believe you know the equivalent. 10% for 90 days is how much? 2.5% per 2.5% for 90 days. I hope you understand. 10% per annum. So 10% per annum. That is 12 months. Per annum is 12 months. So for 12 months, the interest rate is 10%. So for 90 days, 3 months, the interest rate would be 2.5% and 2.5% for 3 months. I hope you're understanding. So so the amount need to pay back. So the amount need to pay back to the European bank, amount which you need to pay back to European bank after 90 days. After 90 days, that will be equal to how much? How much? 5650. So, so the rate of interest is 2.5% into 2.5. Okay, this is the amount you need to pay back after 90 days. 5650. 5791.25. 5791.25 euro. So this I did directly, this amount calculation. If you are not good with maths, if you could not understand this, you can do step by step. Anyone who understands basic concepts, they know the formula. Amount is equal to principal plus interest. So in the previous case, what I did, I found first interest and then I added principal on that. I found the amount. Here I did it directly. Okay, so if you are weak with that, what you can do, first find 5650. First find 5650 into 90 by 360 into 10%. You find this interest. Whatever the interest you get, add that interest to the 5650. I believe you will get 579149. Okay. I hope this is clear with you. So this much money I need to pay back to the European bank after 90 days. Okay, so we sure about that part. Going further, mm, going further. So this euro which is being borrowed, will be converted. So converted will be converted into Great Britain pound at the present exchange rate, at the present spot rate. What is the present spot rate? So the spot rate is 1 euro is equal to 0.7695 Great Britain pound. I believe this is the value. So spot rate 1 euro is equal to 0.7692. 0.7692. This is 0.7692. This is 0.7692. Okay, so how much euro you borrow? 5650. 5650. So 5650 euro will be equal to 5650 into 0.7692 GBP. So you can calculate 5650 into 0.7692. That is 4345.98. 4345.98 GBP. Okay, so now the 4345.98 GBP will be invested in UK for 90 days. What interest rate? 15% per annum. Okay, so 90 days for 15% per annum means how much will you get? That is 15 divided by 4. That is 3.75%. So what is the amount? This also I'm doing directly. So the amount what you receive from the investment, so the amount received after 90 days, that is nothing but 4345.98 into 1.0375. 1.035, 1.0375. That will get 4508.954. 4508.954. How much? GBP. No? That is GBP. Okay, so this much is the amount you receive. Okay, so this amount, this will be converted into this will be converted into a euro at the rate of at 90-day forward rate. So you have covered the risk before only by taking offsetting position in the derivative market. Okay, so what is the 90-day forward rate? That is 1 euro is equal to 0.7892 dollar. That is a 90-day forward rate. 0.7892 dollar. So dollar near GBP. No, I wrote dollar. That is GBP. So so 4508.954 GBP will be equal to how much dollar? That is 4508.954 divided by 0.7892. So how much will you get? 0.7892. That is 5713. That is 5713. 0.323, 0.323, 0.323 euro. Okay, this is the how much this much you will get. And now the next thing which comes is the amount. So the amount need to pay to European bank. Okay, after 90 days. How much is you need to pay European bank? 5791.25. 5791.25. So 5791.25. Now you can compare this and this. Now you looking at this, you know that. So that now we can see that the amount what amount amount from investment from UK is less than the amount need to pay on borrowing. Need to pay on borrowing. So arbitration is not working, and you're getting negative value. I hope you understand. So arbitration is not possible. So arbitration is not possible. So I hope you understood this. Now, now you can see the last part of the question, that if the transaction cost is 50 pound, would an opportunity exist for CIA? Okay, so see here, see here, uh, see here, the transaction cost is 15 pound. So will there exist opportunity exist for CIA? So you have to understand here that that the arbitration gain, you have to see the arbitration gain is around 71 pound, and if you pay transaction fee of 50 pound also, then also 20 pound is your arbitration gain. I hope you understand it. I hope you understand it. Here the arbitration gain, here you can see arbitration gain of around 71 pound is more than the 50 pound of transaction cost. This more than the 50 pound of transaction cost, is a more than 50 pound of transaction cost. So still 20 pound is the arbitration gain. Still 20 pound is the arbitration gain. So still arbitration is working here. Okay, so still you are getting a positive value. So if you want to deduct transaction fee, you can deduct. But even then, I'm getting arbitration fee. I hope you understood this. See this, like this question number 9, same way it is there. So same way you do, first you will find the forward rate differential percentage. So you can see the forward rate is more than spot rate. So you'll find the forward rate premium percentage, and then you'll find the interest rate differential percentage. If they are not equal, then there's a possibility of arbitration. So in order to work on arbitration, what you can do, borrow in Canadian dollar and invest in Deutschmark. Okay, DM means Deutschmark. Deutschmark was the currency of Germany. And then the other scenario can be borrow in Deutschmark and invest in Canada. Okay, so you need to see where arbitration is possible. Talking about borrowing part, you can borrow anything. Let I borrow 1,000 Canadian dollar, or let I borrow 1,000 Deutschmark. That part doesn't matter. You can borrow anything. You can borrow X. You can borrow one. You can borrow 10 crore. Whatever comes in your mind, you can borrow. So that we are just borrowing it for mathematical problem. In reality, we are not borrowing at all. See where for arbitration is possible. I believe you can easily do that. Same wise, you can see this question number 12. Again, the same thing. So forward rate, spot rate is given. You find the forward rate premium percentage. Like that, you will find the interest rate differential percentage. Then they are not equal. So then there's a possibility of arbitration. So you need to see which the action arbitration possible. So borrow in Canadian dollar, invest in US dollar, or borrow in US dollar, invest in Canada. So anyway, can see where the arbitration is possible by developing two scenarios. And here they're given to do on $1 million. So first start with borrow in US and invest in Canada. Okay, so definitely you get the arbitration gain in that scenario. If you don't get, then you can start with a Deutschmark. Deutschmark. No? Again, you can see this question number 8, same like we have done already this kind of question. I hope you can easily do this. these are very easy to work on. I believe you can do this, and so you can do it any by yourself very easily. Okay. So in case if you have doubt, let me know. Okay. I don't think that any other problem. Same way, everywhere the same logic will work, and you can easily work on the arbitration. Arbitration will work only in one way, either this way or that way. It is not possible both the way. I hope you understood this. So with this, I like to wind up this class, and I have covered interest rate arbitration in this class. Okay. In case of doubt, please free to ask your doubt in the comment option. Don't forget to click on the like button and subscribe to my channel if you're not subscribed. Thank you everyone. God bless you guys.